We're here at the Superdome for the preseason finale between the Saints and the Titans, and the starters aren't expected to play today. At least many of the starters aren't expected to play today. So here are the things we're watching for on today's episode of The Dot, presented by Matt Bauer's Auto Group. Number one thing on my list is the backup quarterback battle. Haener's supposed to get 2 quarters, Rattler's supposed to get 2 quarters, so that gives one final chance to get an evaluation of who should be Derek Carr's backup this season. I think going into the game, Haener has a slight lead, but it's not big enough that Rattler can't run him down with a great performance, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on throughout this game. The second thing, I expect Trevor Penning to get a lot of snaps in this game, and he needs to have a strong performance to lock down that spot at right tackle for week 1. Even if he is a starter in week 1, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be the starter in week 2 or 3 or 4, but for week 1, he can assure he's out there in that lineup with a good performance today. If he doesn't have one, Oli Udoh is close enough that he could steal that job, take it in week 1, and be the starter for the Saints starting the season, so that's a huge thing to keep an eye on. Last thing, the wide receiver battle. A.T. Perry, I think, needs to have a really good game to win a job on this roster. He hasn't had the greatest camp, hasn't got a lot of work with the first team offense. Making some plays today could help him get into one of those spots, but other guys like St. Brown and Bub Memes and Kevin Austin, all of them are in the mix for roster spots, so that's going to be a really interesting battle to watch in today's game.